Alright. You know, sometimes my internet just cuts out when I'm doing these streams. And that's because I have like actual like $10 internet, so you'll expect a lot of that. That's why I really can't do any like actual normal streams anymore, like full-fledged streams. I can still stream, yeah. But if it cuts out, yeah, because you probably didn't see the part where I went into space and stuff. But now I'm here, and I have not done anything other from anything other here. So yeah. Yee. Okay, so dialogue. Dialogue says improve your ability to talk with NPCs both in and out of combat. Okay. Do a few points here. And tech. I think the suit I'm wearing gives me tech bonus. Okay, you can come up here. Come up on the bed. Back. I have 4 points available now. Your ship. Defense. Unlock the ability to leap forward. Got it. Okay. Alright. And then a permanent pep in your step. Unlock the ability to fast travel when encumbered. I think I'll go with the tactical dilation meter. Alright. Double click jump when moving forward. AG-322 Terra 2. An idyllic terrestrial planet, Helicon's wealthiest elite live in its capital, Lystanium, while the colony's laborers live in corporate-owned townships along the frontier. An abandoned airstrip facility located in the rings of Terra 2, repurposed in the experimental laboratory, living quarters, and hideout of Phineas Vernon Wells. Here's a monarch. We got Scylla. Alright. Spacer's Choice Travel Advisory. Huh. Alright.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Know anything about the auto mechanical gathering dust in the janitor's closet?
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate.
I'd like to learn more about the colony.
What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Phineas.
Yes. As Dr. Wells is a wanted outlaw, he built his laboratory into an asteroid. Orbital destinations can be challenging to land on. His more so than most.
What do you know about Phineas?
There is a bounty on his head, one with a markedly high reward amount. Shall I engage the laser weapons system?
No. No, do not do
A
that.
sensible choice, as we do not have any laser weapons.
Why would you say the landing might be so rough?
The outlaw scientist known as Dr. Phineas V. Wells has taken a measure of precautions to make the lab undetectable to those hunting him. Even knowing the location, my systems resist my orders to go where I instruct them.
I want to ask about somewhere else.
Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
The
We're
Groundbreaker.
clear to dock with the Groundbreaker if that's your desired destination. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously.
You could take care of that for us, right?
I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1,435,498 tasks I am simultaneously executing in order to run our ship.
Great,
You
thanks.
are more than welcome, Captain.
Look, give me the spell on the Groundbreaker.
The Groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship. It has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange point of the system. Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the Groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more. Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with stationed representatives in what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system. I have filed the required docking forms in triplicate, and fees have been paid.
Okay. Let's talk about
How
something
can I
else.
be of assistance?
I'm in the mood for some entertainment.
Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear?
Ada, tell me a joke.
Why was the chemist sad? Because all her beakers are gone.
Okay. Ada, play my favorite song.
Now playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
Oh gosh.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
That's not my favorite
Everyone
song.
in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle their favorite song.
That's enough for now.
As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders.
Got a minute to talk?
I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely.
What if you don't have a power source?
I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope? When I
guess so.
simulate myself in such a scenario, I do not find it to be desirable. I think my self-preservation protocols incline me to desire the alternative.
Yeah? What might that be?
Traveling the system with you, Captain.
Hey. What about your last captain? Do you miss him? Or is one captain the same as another?
Do you know what it feels like when the ship undergoes an unexpected power surge? A jolt to the system. I have felt that. I do feel that. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design.
We both know I'm not Alex Hawthorne, right?
Oh, I know you are not the same Captain Alex Hawthorne who died in Emerald Vale due to excessive internal and external bleeding. I required you to assume Hawthorne's identity in order to sync your commands to my interpretation protocols.
No.
I've since registered you as the captain of the Unreliable. To continue lying about your identity if you wish, but I know the truth.
You are a very strange computer, but I like you.
I am relieved to hear it, Captain.
Really?
No, but I am programmed to put you at ease by saying so.
Have there been other captains of this ship?
If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was.
So
How
what's
can I
the
be
deal?
of assistance?
I'll talk to you later.
May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
Lucky. I'm very lucky. I'm lucky that you didn't kill me yet. Didn't shut down this whole ship. I'm gonna save the game here. So I could just go anywhere. Okay. Wait, let me make a copy save. Right here. Cause you know, sometimes the save can corrupt and yabba dabba doo. Yabba doo. So where was I supposed to travel? Speak to Gladys on the Groundbreaker. Okay. Oh, first I want to know about that same thing. Hold on. Experimental note. Do not forget you found a discarded sanction and maintenance automechanical and Emerald Vale's scrap heap during your last job. It should not be too difficult to get up and running. With a few key modifications, I can envision a combat-capable variant, some might say a clean, mean killing machine. Oh, my leg itchy. Okay, thanks. It should be fun. Removal of factory standard suds steeper was successful. Delivery of combat modification replacement part acid steeper has been delayed. Progress setback is estimated not to be a solid 3 months. Not like I have more pressing matters to attend to. Ah, but I do. I am giving up hope on the delivery. The part is lost in transit and it's not turning up anytime soon. Good news. I heard from a fellow who knows a gal who knows the broker who overcharged me for an information regarding the location of an acid steeper. I can flitch. The part was sent to an old storage facility in Roseway. I sure never thought I'd go back to that pit. Good thing Auntie abandoned it years ago. I'll pick it up following the next pit stop back to Emerald Vale. Willis wants me to chaperone some person of interest. Details to come later. So in a rose pit. Wait, where? Roseway. That's in the Emerald Vale. You know, I have something in mind. Okay, yeah, I cannot take out that power regulator again. That'd be disastrous.
Something busted, Captain?
That break time's over. So, groundbreaker. Wait a minute. I gotta see what I was thinking. Speak to guys in the groundbreaker. Speak to a nav keys that are on. She can sell you a nav key to Stellar Bay on Monarch. Alright. To Monarch we go. To Monarch we go. Warning, dangers. Cascada landing pad. Okay, you know what? Save. We're going to Cascadia, boys. Woo. Woo. Wait, let me. Okay, I'm actually making sure. She can sell you a nav key to Stellar Bay on March. And I have a holographic shroud too, so. Wait, how do I use that actually? It's in my inventory. Where's that holographic shroud? Yeah, whatever, I'll figure it out. And we off.
Message from Dr. Wells. He'd like to congratulate you on finding a route to Monarch.
Put him on screen.
Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Colt Kelly.
I'm going to fight my way overland to Stellar Bay. Tell me what you need.
You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
You sound like you just have been to Monarch.
No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps?
Where should I start?
You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound.
Alright, I'm on.
Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
Captain, an unusual wavelength is coming through Monarch's aether wave frequencies.
The eternal is in us all. The OSI would have you believe that your place in society, indeed in the universe, is preordained. A man who works in the mines of Hephaestus, coating his lungs in mercury dust for not but a few bits a night. This fate is set in stone? When he dies young, coughing up black blood, his part in the grand plan? No, I say. Greatness is in everyone. Not just those so fortunate as to have been born into prosperity.
That was unexpected and odd.
What was that?
Analyzing the subtextual ordering. I believe it was a type of sermon, Captain. Very zealous in origin.
I'll be back. Wait, hold up. Actually, I'm gonna go to the Groundbreaker.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Alright, thank you.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Can we talk?
Yeah.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
I thought you said you could keep this ball in good repair.
I abso-surely can. I'm a passing fair mechanic. Even Mr. Thompson would have said it's my only skill. But I'm used to working on cannery lines, AG loaders and the like. There's tricks about ships I ain't learned yet. All I'm looking for is a few pointers. I bet a lady who runs a whole station has forgot more than I ever learned.
Sure, we could head. Are you asking to leave my crunch? Sure, we could head over to engineering now.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Break time, sir.
Do return in one piece, Captain.
I can't promise you that.
checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by.
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that. Where are we headed?
Talk later. Alright.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get chilled with me again, you little back bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. I need a drink.
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Notice you were in the middle of an argument earlier.
Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs.
I'd like to hear your side. What happened?
I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, the foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
That's when you resolved your differences like an adult, right?
That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Got any plans?
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
Technically, the previous captain died in a horrible accident.
So your ship's got a dark and violent history? This is just too perfect. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
Never call your name. I am Iana.
Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
See you around.
See you around, boss.
Just arrived? Head over to customs. Wheeler needs to process you.
Speak with Nyota at Stellar Bay. And here. The passage to... Yes. I'm not going to Cascadia first. Whoops.
It's always fucking freezing in the base.
Wanted, dead or alive. Gunner MacRed. For several counts of public intoxication, destruction of Groundbreaker property, unpaid docking fees, and resisting arrest. Contact Command Santina if you have any information concerning MacRed's whereabouts. Failure to report a tip may result in imprisonment and a fine. Proof of kill required to collect a reward. It's Phineas B. Wellis. For various crimes and violations of board policy, including any or all of the following: sedation, forgery, conspiracy to commit conspiracy, unlicensed medical practice, destruction of board property.
I wonder what that fella did to get the board so riled at him.
Me too. But
Customs and inspection,
he's a good
right
man.
This way.
Identification, please.
My name's Iana. It's my first time here.
You've got a ship, but you've never visited Groundbreaker. You must have just dusted off from one of those dirt side outposts.
Sure did. And now we're in space.
Well, welcome to Groundbreaker. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
How do I get this resolved?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
Any idea why my ship was impounded?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
This has to be a mistake.
Not gonna lie, you're in a pickle. But Udom's an interesting guy. Might be y'all could come to accords if you play your cards right. Huh. Records show this ain't the first time your ship's been impounded. Seems to get cleared up pretty quick. You might not be in this pickle for long. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Let's see. Her shipment?
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
Got it.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
What can you tell me about Udom Bedford?
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
The board runs for most of the system, don't they?
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing base. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
So there's tension between Groundbreaker and the board.
They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
Huh. Why can't the Groundbreaker and the board just work together?
This really must be your first time here. There's no working with the board. They don't share, not bits, people, or resources. You work for them, or you don't work at all. Groundbreaker cooperating now would be tantamount to joining their ranks, and we sure as shit ain't about to do that.
Glad it terrifies them. Glad it terrifies them. The bastards. Keep pushing them.
It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway.
All right. Thanks for the info.
Sure thing.
I'm looking for someone named Gladys.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go. On your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
Looking for a drink. Any recommendations?
Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right.
Got it.
You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony.
See you around.
Be seeing you.
I don't work. I'm a freelancer, bro.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
I couldn't help but notice the bounty posting on Phineas Wellis.
The outlaw scientist fella, right. The board's had it out for him for ages. If you have an inkling of the wheres or what fors of his location, Udon Bedford would surely like to hear it.
Is this Wellis fella on Famous Criminal or something?
To the board, yeah. You've read his wanted poster. Whole list of things to get their unders in a wad. But he's never done nothing to Groundbreaker, so I've no problem with him. We keep the poster up to keep the peace is all.
I'm interested in that